حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين رحمة للعالمين الرسول المسدد المصطفى الأمجد المحمود الأحمد أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين المنتجبين أما بعد فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتابه المجيد وفرقانه الحميد وقوله الحق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صلوات पढ़ें बावाज़ बुलंद إنك لعلى خلق عظيم. Brothers, we were discussing the very important issue of akhlaq and ethics. And yesterday night we reached to the point ilm, knowledge. Brother, if knowledge is without practice and action, it is more dangerous. Because there is a hadith where our Masum is saying, if you are giving knowledge to the person who has no akhlaq and no ethic, it is harmful. It is like a giving sword to the mad person. Because when you are giving sword to mad person, life of each and every person in danger. But while you are giving sword to the person who is wise one, the clever one, the intelligent one, so he will not attack, he will not give harm to anyone, he will not create any trouble for anyone. But if he feel any trouble, he protect and defend himself and the people, those who are related to him. So similarly, the issue of knowledge is like that. Practice is very important. Now in the same reference, ayah number 4 from Suratul Jum'ah. Surah is 62 and that surah is located in Sipara number 28. Where Quran is talking about Yahud and Jews. Quran is saying, مَثَلُ الَّذِينَ حُمِّلُوا التَّوْرَاةَ, an example of the people, those who are carrying Torah, those who are the follower of Torah, حُمِّلُوا التَّوْرَاةَ ثُمَّ لَمْ يَحْمِلُوهَا كَمَثَلِ الْحِمَارِ يَحْمِلُ أَسْفَارًا. But they are only carrying the Torah, they are believing the Torah, but they are not practicing the Torah. Example of those people is like an example of donkey. That donkey is carrying 100 of the book. Carrying 100 of the book. But actually, that donkey has not the knowledge of those books. But if a person, he is reading one page, if a wise man, he is reading one paragraph from the book, he understands, he practices. But donkey doesn't know what kind of the book, whether this is a religious one or whether this is not the religious one, whether this is novel or whether this is the Quran. Donkey doesn't know, and that donkey cannot differentiate either good book or bad book. What is the content of the book? Just that donkey is carrying the book. مَثَلُ الَّذِينَ حُمِّلُوا التَّوْرَاةَ ثُمَّ لَمْ يَحْمِلُوهَا كَمَثَلِ الْحِمَارِ يَحْمِلُ أَسْفَارًا. Like a donkey, they are carrying the book. We are the follower of the Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. Now we have to check. Either we are in the same example of the people as Quran is giving the example of the people. They are carrying their books, but they don't know what is the content of the book. They don't know what is the message of the book, and they are not practicing. One more thing I would like to tell you about mu'mineen and about Muslimin. What is the duty of them? Hadith from our Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. لا تتخذوا بيوتكم. Do not make your house like qubur, like graveyard, as Yahud they have done, because they were living in their houses but they were not reciting their book, they were not reciting their Tawrat, they were not understanding their book. Imam and our Rasul is saying, نَوِّرُوا بُيُوتَكُمْ بِتِلَاوَةِ الْقُرْآنِ. Illuminate your houses with the recitation of the Quran. And not only see our graveyard and graveyard of the mu'mineen. There we are reciting Quran, we are reciting dua. Sometimes we are arranging majalis, and this year, as you know, already it is announced. This year, inshallah, on the day of Ashura, inshallah, our brother, they are planning to go for majlis at 10 o'clock in the morning. Because throughout the world, on the day of Ashura, while we are observing azadari of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam inside the Imam Barga, outside the Imam Barga, some places in the street also, some places there are the juluses also, some places there are majalis and azadari just inside the cemeteries and qabristan. So brothers and sisters, so alhamdulillah, luckily this year also we are planning, and inshallah we will continue, because I would like to tell you, in Kampala, when I reached there, all programs were just inside the mosque. Thursday we were going there for Suratul Yasin. Then we introduced one majlis there before the Maghriban. And then every Sunday we were praying our namaz-e-zuhr, because there was one small mosque. So we started praying majlis there, reciting majlis there also, and the prayer also. And then what we have done, first Sunday of the month, we started reciting Ziyarat-e Ashura and Amal-e Ziyarat-e Ashura and Dua al-Qaba. And the third Sunday of every month, we introduced recitation of the Ziyarat-e Jamia. So brothers, if we are reciting those Dua and Amal and those ziyarat in the qabristan, so what about our houses? So I mentioned the hadith from our Rasul. Rasul is saying, "Nawlu buyutakum bitilawati al-Quran." But that is very big issue. If I know how to recite, then I can. If I do not know, how comes I will recite Quran in my house? So Quran is giving example of the follower of Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, that they were just carrying the book, they were not understanding the book, and then Quran is saying, "Ba'sa masalul qawmi alladhina," and they are the worst follower, they are the worst nation. Why? Kadzabu bi ayatillah. They were denying the ayat and the signs of Allah. If one is denying the sign of Allah, that person is the worst. If nation is denying the signs of Allah, that nation is the worst nation. If nation is accepting and the following and obeying the Allah, because why? What is sign? I'll tell you. Because there is no words for your ibadah without understanding Allah. But a person, if he understands his Allah and recognizes Him, he is praying 2 rakat namaz and receiving for 70 rakat. And sometime there is a hadith where our 6th Imam, he is saying, there are the people, they were offered their prayer for 70 years, not 1 or 2 days. They offered their prayer for 70 years, but they were not understanding their Allah. Imam is saying there is no word for their ibadah, and the person, he offered 2 rakat namaz, but he understands his Allah and the Creator. That person is receiving saab more than the person who spent 70 years in the ibadah without understanding, because there is no aim, no objective. So that is very important. So brothers, 70 years of the ibadah, no worth. Understand. So Imam is saying, Nawwiru, Rasul is saying, Nawwiru buyutakum bitilawat al-Quran. And now Quran is saying, they were not practicing, they were not understanding the Quran and the sign of Allah. They were the worst nation. Now, how we could understand our Allah, the creator of this universe? Hadith. Our Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying, if you want to understand your Allah, you cannot understand the wujud of Allah. If you want to understand, you start understanding this world and universe. If you understand this world and universe, thereafter you will be understand to the Allah. Why? Because by seeing this sky, by seeing this earth, by seeing all sun and moon and everything, stars, by seeing yourself, then you will be understand Allah. So Quran is saying, they were the worst nation. And the worst nation, they will not be guided by Allah. Allah is guiding the best one. Why Allah is guiding the best one? Who is the best one, you know? Once again I reach to the point of Amr bil Ma'ruf. Quran is saying in Surah Al Imran, Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrajat lin-nas. You are the best nation. You are the best follower. You are the best community. Oh. Ukhrajat lin-nas. We selected you. We chosen you. We arises you. Ta'muruna bil ma'ruf. You are enjoining the people in the good action and in goodness. Amr bil ma'ruf. Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrajat lin-nas ta'muruna bil ma'ruf wa tanhauna 'anil munkar. And you are discouraging the people whom are committing sin, whom are the evildoers. See, the example of the best nation is that whom are encouraging the good action and discouraging the bad action. Whom are assisting in the good action, whom are not assisting in the bad action. So these are the best nation. So Quran is saying, and not only you are the worst nation, and verily Allah will not guide the people, those who are oppressor. When we are talking about the oppression and zulm, what we are understanding? We are understanding by saying zulm means to kill someone, zulm. To beat someone, this zulm.